If you're in your life right now, interacting with people who just make you feel terrible, it's like a big question mark. What's going on here? And do I have to continue to interact with those people? If you're fortunate to have one other person in your life that says, I think you're pretty darn terrific, it matters.
Enter the world of magic mushrooms with Microdose U.
Hi, this is Microdose U, and I'm Dr. Denise. I am a doctor of psychology. And today I want to talk about the three most important things in life and how microdosing psychedelic medicines is going to help you have those three things. How many fingers do I have up? A little silly. Anyway, the three things: to be seen, to be valued, to be loved. How great, if you've ever had this experience, I so hope you have, and you'll certainly be able to have it by the end of this episode. I'm going to tell you how to do that. How great does it feel when someone says, I totally get what's going on for you. I see you. I see that you are, I'll use my own example, a little worn out. Maybe you're a little tired. That's so important, Denise, Dr. Denise, that you are feeling worn out. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. You matter to me. It matters to me that you're worn out. Like, we really talk this way, but these are the concepts. And then to be loved, the third part, I really care about you. I love you. You matter to me. Maybe someone says to you, can I help you? Can I do anything for you that you're feeling so worn out? And then side note, big side note here with the love, to have a love unconditionally. Your behavior, something you do, might need work. Oh, Denise, Dr. Denise, you're so worn out that you were impatient. I love you still. I love you, even though maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you were impatient in your behavior. Your behavior. This is what's key. And a lot of us don't get those messages growing up or from society, even as adults with each other or within ourselves. And that's the big key, is that within ourselves part I'm going to talk about in a minute here. To get that unconditional love, that's a term that's tossed around a lot. What we really mean by that is your being, my being, your being is 100% perfect. People say there's no such thing as perfection. That's just not true. You are, as a soul and a being, perfect and perfectly loved. So that's that third part, to be seen, valued, and loved for your being. Oh, I'm annoyed that somebody made a mistake. Maybe they were rude to me. And if they're a loved one, I'll say, hey, that's a bit of a problem. Please don't behave that way. But I still love you. So how great does that feel? We can't choose the family maybe we're born into, or who our neighbors are, or who we work with. We do have a lot of control and choice what we do with that. And yet here's really what's important. If you're in your life right now, interacting with people who just make you feel terrible, it's like a big question mark. What's going on here? And do I have to continue to interact with those people? Do I need to, if you're in a situation where maybe you can't just easily walk away from it, which we try to do, I have to actually experience that? If someone's treating us terribly, do we have to experience it terribly? There's a lot we can control in terms of how we let something affect us. I've talked about that before. It comes up all the time. So if you're fortunate to have one other person in your life that says, I think you're pretty darn terrific, just for your being. And I see what's going on there. I see you're a little tired. I see you might be a little worn out. Hey, I noticed that, and I care about you. It matters to me. That's the value. So being seen, valued, that it has weight, value. Like we talk about value in math, or does something have some value? There's a lot of value in caring about somebody, and that to tell them you matter to me. I'm going to take a moment here and ask you how you're doing, because I see that something's going on. And then that love, unconditional love, no matter what, that you are a loved being. Again, even if there's maybe not a perfect behavior. So how does microdosing help with that? It absolutely gives us the edge. Remember what microdosing psychedelics does, psilocybin, LSD, both, it changes our perspective. I took off these glasses, I wish I should have a different pair here, and put on a different pair. I'm seeing something from a slightly different angle, a different perspective. It's resonating differently. It literally, what microdosing psychedelics does is it literally changes the way our brain is organized, the way things resonate in our being physiologically. Physical pathways change. The brain and the pathways structurally is going to be different. Our default changes. So the old default might be something like, I'm not that great of a person. I did this terrible thing. The new default is, all right, the thing was terrible, but I'm a loved being. And microdosing helps us have that edge. It's like the vision cleared and you can see like you've never seen before. For some of us, it happens instantly. For you, it might be the first time you microdose. It can go up and down and come in cycles and waves. You're always healing and rebuilding and rewiring, and you don't lose that. So that's the real power and edge and beauty of microdosing psychedelic medicine. And here is the part I think that is profound. Hi, it's Dr. Denise. I just wanted to take a quick break here and come in and let you know what we really can do to be helpful for you if you really want to change your life. There's so much that we do here at Microdose U, and one-on-one coaching, one-on-one, very personalized assistance to really create the perfect healing path and understanding about the medicine and access to the medicine, knowing how to proceed and how to do the right pathway for you in terms of microdosing psilocybin, LSD. So click on the show notes. You're going to go to Microdose U. That's the word microdose and the letter U.com, and then click on coaching. All of that information is always in the show notes. And I am here for you. I absolutely know what it is like to be sitting with a lot of information and not knowing exactly what to do. Oftentimes people will tell me that just that one intensive coaching session helped them really get their path going to your highest self and really get serious about having your life exactly as you want it and having your best year ever. So just go ahead and reach out to me so we can get you all set. And here is the part I think that is profound. You don't need, it is absolutely wonderful to be seen, valued, and loved by another person and to give that to another person. And the birthplace truly of that is when we can do it for ourselves. And it is never too late to do that for yourself. So if you're sitting there and you have a thought like, I don't really like myself so much, watch those words. I don't like that I lost my patience. I don't like that I stayed up too late. I don't, aspects of behavior. But your being, when you say you don't like yourself, or someone says they don't like themselves, I don't want to plant that seed if it's not happening for you. That when someone says they don't like themselves, that's everything. That's not just, I failed that test, or I really was nasty to that person, or I lost a job, and by the way, it can flip flop. You can have a really great thing happen and you could think, I'm the greatest person in the world. That's also conditional. It feels like it's better, but it's actually the same dynamic because you're going to feel worse when maybe something doesn't go well. So why can we do this for ourselves? And how can we do this for ourselves? The very words that I'm saying, we say to ourselves. Look at yourself in the mirror. I know that's an odd thing for people to do. I'm looking at you right now, and I can see myself talking, and I obviously can't see you specifically. And yet, looking at myself and saying, I don't call myself Dr. Denise in the mirror, but I would say to myself, Denise, you are tired. You're a little worn out. You're going to rest. I see that. I get it. It's like the radar is perceiving correctly. The GPS is accurate. I see looking right at you. I see you. And I see that it's a good thing that you have some quiet downtime the rest of today and next couple of days. That's great. I see it. I get it. I get it. When people say, I get it. Being valued. Denise, I really value what you're going through. I see that. I value that. I value you're important to me. And here's the tricky third part for a lot of people, and probably the most important part. And I love you. Looking at yourself in the mirror. And they say, the neuropsychology, neurobiology, brain experts, what we say is when you say your name, looking in the mirror, it has so much more power in the rewiring. So the psychedelics are giving you that strong edge. So you've got the perfect combination. You have the psychedelic medicine, you're looking in the mirror, and you say, Denise, you are loved. That's it. That is what you create within yourself. And by the way, the more you do that, the better you get at it. You really have to practice. You have to do it a lot. The more what's true, what's said about habits. You want to learn something, do it a lot, do it several times a day. And there's some magical number about after 21 days or something, you have the new habit. So every single time, most of us are looking in the mirror when we brush our teeth. That is the perfect time. It's not my expression, but I've said it my entire life, career, adult, dental health, mental health. So you're sitting there brushing your teeth or various behaviors in the mirror in the morning. We're not even looking at ourselves. We might be looking at ourselves, but we're looking at ourselves mostly in a critical manner. Oh, what's your hair look like? I'm brushing my teeth. My face looks funny. Take a moment. See your eyes. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm brushing my teeth. You don't have to say it out loud. Obviously, if you're brushing your teeth, it might be hard to speak. And maybe you want to say it silently. It's your internal voice. That's the real power anyway, not saying it out loud. But if you want to say it out loud or think to yourself, Denise, looking at yourself in the mirror, you are. So practice that. Look in the mirror, say your name, not mine. And if that feels too weird, start with just looking in the mirror. Look at yourself, look at your eyes, and not with a critical lens of how you look or just see. They talk about the eyes being the window to the soul, and there's definitely truth to that. When you're really being seen or seeing someone, it's like you're seeing their soul. And that is the most valuable part. Our soul is in our body and truly perfect and loved. When we come from that, we then can work on things that we're upgrading. Psychedelic medicine is helping with that. It's helping us really cement that and keep working alongside of all that rewiring. So seen, valued, loved. Those are the three parts. I'll remind you to check out Patreon, go on WhatsApp. We have that conversation going all the time. And our faculty members are very active there. Dr. Dave, me, myself, Dr. Denise, and we also have Dan, who is a very active faculty member here at Microdose U. And if you've checked out some of the other podcasts that Dr. Dave does during the week, you'll see, and you have met Dan. And certainly if you're in the Patreon group, you're very familiar with Dan and his brilliance, expertise here at Microdose U. Thanks. See you soon.